Hello, this is Heather Thalheimer, and welcome to 4 Minute Friday. Today's episode is Finding Balance. We often lose ourselves in the world of doing. Being busy may frequently and unconsciously be used as an excuse to avoid asking questions of ourselves such as, why am I here? Or where am I going? The world of doing is dependable and more obvious, and therefore more immediately attractive than the inner world of being that also fights for our attention. I know all too well this tussle for balance between doing and being. Being and doing might be seen as a vertical and horizontal axis in our lives. The world of being refers to our connection to who we are, our relationship to Source or life, to our ancestors and the future. There is also a horizontal energy that encourages doing, which refers to our actions in the world and our connections to networks of people and all things. Both vertical and horizontal dimensions are necessary for a full life. It is not uncommon to be more naturally drawn to either doing or being. I must confess that I have always felt pulled toward the world of doing. I express my spiritual energy through acts of service. As a college student, I was immersed in numerous causes to create a better world. I hope one day to work for the World Health Organization. The possibilities of what I could do excited me. I was, however, less comfortable with the world of being because I didn't know how to tackle all the questions that kept popping into my mind about the nature of being, so I tried to shut them out. It made me a little lopsided, so to speak, because I was unsure how to engage with questions about the origin of life and my place in it. Looking back, I can see I was disconnected from my being. And then, out of the blue, I was invited to a workshop that began a shift that brought me into greater balance. The shift did not occur due to any of the words that were spoken in presentations. There was no guru to give me all the answers, but there was a man called Jerry and an ice cream cone. What intrigued me about Jerry was his way of being. He was unconditional. He listened with attention from a deep place within himself. He was so aware of others that he naturally responded to people's needs. He wasn't disciplining himself to be sacrificial. Rather, it was an easeful flowing of energy through him to those around him. I could see that he connected to something beyond himself. He said it powered his life. And yes, his simple act of giving away that last ice cream cone rather than taking it for himself epitomized who Jerry was. Jerry opened my eyes to the power of being and a curiosity for what it was all about. My desire to explore the realm of being became greater than my fear of my unanswered questions. And so began a journey toward balance. I'm still working on balance by tuning into my natural ability to just be and drop into stillness at any moment, or connect to a sense of being while doing. That act might be considered mindful activity. The exploration for a balanced life allows us to awaken to our full self, honoring both the vertical and horizontal dimensions of our lives. As you go into next week, I invite you into a question posed by the poet Rumi. He asked, "When will you begin that long journey into yourself?" His response to a similar question about his own journey was, "I have been a seeker and I still am. But I stopped asking the books and the stars. I started listening to the teaching of my own soul." I look forward to what you will discover this week on your journey. Thank you for listening today and wishing you a wholehearted week.